I'm Sacha Brown, I'm 18 years old. I graduated high school from Ramwood Park Secondary School with my A-levels. I'm the current men's net club champion with a gross score of 149. I was number 2 for my school's team, which qualified for the English Schools Championship, and the current junior knockout champion, as well as many top 3s in Hertfordshire Junior Opens. I'd love to hear from you, and please do watch my video. Thank you very much.
Hi there, my name's Sacha Brown. I'm here down at Brocket Hall on the Palmerston course here on the first hole. My new handicap index with the World Handicap system is 3.3, so I get 5 shots around this course. This is the first hole, not an overly long par 4, but it's quite wide, so my goal here is just to hit a nice draw down the fairway, build some confidence for the coming shots. I didn't strike that one brilliantly, but the wind helped it along a bit, so it's gone down the middle of the fairway. So my first one's ended up in the fairway here. I've got 152 yards left into the hole. As you can see, it's pretty much in the middle of the green, just towards the left side. The places I don't really want to miss here are long and to the left of the green, that's where the bushes are. So my bailout shot really here is to the right hand side of the green, something pin high or maybe a little bit short. Decent shot, went a little bit further than I was expecting, but I think that's on the back to the right hand side of the green, so it should be good for a 2-putt at least. So this is where my second shot has ended up. My nice little A-tine's finishing a pretty good spot. I've got a right to left putt here, a bit downhill. The back of this green slopes towards the middle of the green, so this is going to turn about a foot from right to left, I think. I'm just trying to watch out for the pace here, make sure I settle it up quite close to the hole to make sure I secure a 2-putt. So this putt's gone a little bit past the hole, so my goal here is just to put it in the middle and firmly to make sure I just get the par. So it's always quite a good start off with the par, especially a pretty solid one, fairway, green and 2 putts. Here now we've got the second hole, it's a bit tighter than the first. So again, I'm just trying to hit a nice draw into the middle of the fairway to try and get in a good rhythm for the rest of the round. So I've pulled that a little bit, it's gone a bit left of the fairway, but it's in a good spot to still access the pin, so it should be fine. So I've ended up not in the most brilliant spots here, but I've still got 2 shots that I could play. I've got 152 to the pin again, a bit with wind. I could hit it low under the tree with a draw. The reason why I'm not going to do that is because there's a bunker front left, which means that I'd have to hit a very tricky shot and high stress. I'm going to hit one over the trees with an 8-iron, nice smooth one. Wind will help it get there and just hit a little draw. A good miss here would be to the right of the pin. It's really loads of room there and it's an easy 2-putt from there, so if I just hit it straight then it'll be in a good spot anyway. shot with my 8 irons, just ended up pin high right here. I'm not in a bad spot, I've drawn quite a nice lie. All I'm going to try and do here with my 54 is a shot I've practiced quite a lot. Just hit one that's going to release out onto the green towards the pin so that I can land it nice and short and control my landing spot a lot better than if I flew it straight there. So it's a bit left of the pin, but I should be able to make that putt. So I've got a pretty short putt here. It's breaking a little bit right to left. I've put it just outside the right lip, and I'm going to put it in with a bit of pace so it holds its line. So this is the third here on the Brocket Hole in Palmerston. It's a 310-yard par 4 to the front of the green. As you can see, there are 2 bunkers in the middle of the fairway. There are 250-yard carry. With it being a bit colder now, I don't have the distance to get onto the green. But what I'm going to do is start it at the bunkers with a little draw. Wind is helping off the right so that I avoid the bunkers and hit it up the left. And that, by doing that, that opens up the pin, which is on the right-hand side of the green. So that's quite a good shot. I pulled it a bit left of the bunkers from my start line, but it held straight, so it's just on the left-hand side of the fairway. So I've hit quite a good drive here. I've only got about 48 yards left into the hole. Hit a good drive, so I carried over the bunkers quite easily, and I've opened up the pin here by hitting it nice and left to the fairway. So all I'm going to try and do with my 58-degree wedge is just get one nice and high and try and stop it quickly near the pin. So I've overhit that a little bit, I hit that a bit too hard, but I've ended up in a really nice spot here, a makeable birdie putt. I'm reading this about 2 balls left to right, a bit downhill. This green does look a little bit longer, the grass does, than the other one, so I'm going to hit a little bit firmer, but not too much, so I just want to make sure I secure a 2 putt if I don't make a birdie. Coming off 3 pars in a row, I'm feeling quite good. Again, I just want to make sure I at least get a solid par here. This is quite a tricky hole, it's quite tight. This is sloping quite aggressively down to the left after the ridge. So what I'm trying to do here, especially because it's into wind, is hit a low control draw, try and catch the slope to take it down to the bottom. fairways are quite wet as we've had a lot of rain recently. It's my ball's decided to stop on the side slope here. Ball's above my feet and it's sloping a bit away from me as well. That's going to encourage a draw. I'm just going to hit a 9-9 here from 133 and try and play a low controlled draw to the middle of the green. So that's ended up pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's in the middle of the green and I struck that really well, so I'm very happy with that shot. So I've hit a really nice shot here with my 9-9 from 133. Left myself with about 10 or 12 foot here. I'm bringing this a couple balls from left to right, and again, I'm seeing the grass is a little bit longer on this hole, so I'm just going to hit it a little bit harder than I did in the first and second to make sure I just get it there. So that was a good putt. I hit that really nicely. I hit it a little bit firm, but it went into the middle and I read it right, so I'm really happy. So I'm really happy with that birdie I just made in the fourth hole, considering how tricky my second shot was. I want to capitalise on my confidence now, trying to hit a good one. I've got 164 into this pin, a bit into some wind. I'm going to try and play a strong draw with my 6-iron and keep it a little bit lower to make sure I get there. Really happy with that shot. I think I've finished about 15 to 20 foot from the pin, so let's get up there and try and make a birdie. So I'm really happy with that 6-iron I just hit here. Left myself about 10 foot for birdie again. I'm just going to try and hit one nice and firm because it's a bit uphill, so I'll just try and make a birdie here. So that was a good couple birdies there that I made in the last two holes, so I'm very happy with that. This next hole's a 513-yard par 5. However, it does tend to play quite a lot longer than that. As you'll see, on your second shot, there's a massive dip before the green where the fairway starts at the bottom of the dip. And if I go and drive a 3-wood in this hole, I tend to leave myself about a 40-50-yard wedge shot on quite a steep upslope, which I'm not very comfortable playing. So I find that my better play here is to hit a comfortable 3-wood off the tee to make sure I get it in play, hit a wedge down to the bottom, and then hit a short iron up onto the green. So it was a bit of a pull, but it's ended up really good. It's gone around the corner a bit with a nice draw, so it should be in a really good spot. So I've hit a really nice tee shot there. I'm in a good spot here. As I said on the tee, I'm just going to hit a wedge down to the bottom here to leave myself a comfortable short iron onto the green. the ball was a bit above my feet as well, but I managed to compensate for that over the ball at address. So I've started one nicely with a nice draw, and it will be nicely down the bottom for a good third shot. So I've hit a really nice second shot here with my wedge. I've left myself 103 yards on my bushnell. This is playing about 40 foot uphill, so I'm just going to try and cut down a pitching wedge and hit it up there because it's going to play a lot longer than that. Because I've hit it on the right side here, I've opened out the pin quite nicely, so I'm just going to try and hit a draw to access the pin. So I've missed that to the right a bit, but I should be on the green, so it should all be fine. So this is a multi-tier putt that I've got here. I've got to go up this and back down the other side. This is going to turn quite a lot from right to left for the first half of it. All I'm focusing here is really try and get it close to the pin to secure a two putt.